You wake up at 6:14 in the morning. You did not set an alarm. The apartment is quiet. The heat clicks on. You walk to the kitchen in socks. You pour coffee into a mug you have owned for 11 years. You sit at the window. Your phone buzzes once. $41. Paid to you while you were sleeping. Not from a job. Not from a side hustle. From owning. You think about the version of you from 15 years ago. The one who set 3 alarms. The one who checked his bank account every Friday. The one who did not believe this kind of morning was legal. You did not get rich. You hit a number. A specific number. One that pays your rent, your groceries, your gas, the life you use to fund with your hours. This is the number. This is how you got there. You are 26. You have $10,000 in a checking account earning nothing. It took you 2 years to save. 2 years of driving a car with a cracked dashboard. 2 years of ordering water at dinner. 2 years of watching friends buy new phones every fall. Most people would spend it on a vacation, a watch, a couch. You open the brokerage app instead. You buy a dividend at CF, something boring. A ticker your friends have never heard of. At a 4% yield, that $10,000 pays you $400 a year. $400, a year of Netflix, Spotify, and your phone bill. It is small. You will be tempted to laugh at it. You don't. This is the first dollar in your life that was not traded for time. Every other dollar you have ever earned came from hours. Hours at a desk. Hours in traffic. Hours pretending to listen in meetings. This $400 came from nothing. You slept. It paid you anyway. Your coworker Kyle sees the ticker on your screen at lunch. He laughs. He says $400 a year is a nice dinner, bro. You say nothing. You close the laptop. Kyle spends $400 that same weekend on a wireless speaker he will lose in 6 months. Your dividend hits the following month. You do not transfer it. You click the button that says reinvest. Your share count goes up by a tiny amount. Nobody sees it. Nobody needs to. You are not playing their game anymore. You are 29. 3 years have passed. $50,000 sits in the same boring ETF, most of it from paychecks you never spent. The rest from dividends you never touched. It pays you $2,000 a year. $2,000. Your electric bill for 12 months. Your internet. A weekend in Charleston with money left over. You do the math at the kitchen table on a Sunday morning. Every time you flip a light switch, every time you charge your phone, every time you open the fridge, someone else is paying for it. Not you. Your shares. That weekend your sister gets engaged. The family meets at a steakhouse. Her fiancé Ryan orders a bottle of wine that costs more than your dividend made that month. He raises his glass. He tells everyone he just leased a new BMW. Everyone claps. You order water. You eat your steak. You smile. On the drive home your girlfriend asks if something is wrong. You have been quiet. You tell her you were thinking. You do not tell her about the $900 a month lease, or the $11,000 a year gone, or that your $50,000 will quietly drop $2,000 into your lap this year, next year, and every year after. You just hold her hand at the red light, and for the first time in your life you feel something most people never feel. You feel ahead. You are 32. $100,000. 6 figures. The number you used to dream about in high school. The number your father told you changes everything. It does not change everything. It pays you $4,000 a year. $4,000. A full year of groceries for one person. 12 months of bread, eggs, chicken, and coffee bought by money you did not earn. You walk through the supermarket on a Saturday with this thought in your head. Every item in your cart, somebody else is paying for it. You laugh quietly in the produce aisle. Then it happens. A college friend named Dylan texts you that night. He has found something. A stock yielding 14%. Pays monthly. Bro, 14% on $100,000. That's $14,000 a year. You'd quadruple your dividend. You open the chart on your laptop. The yield is real. The chart is not. The stock has dropped 47% in 2 years. The dividend looks huge because the price collapsed. This is a yield trap. Every dollar of that dividend is being paid out of a bleeding company. The yield will get cut. The price will keep falling. You will lose more than you ever made. You close the laptop. You text Dylan back. You tell him to be careful. He sends a laughing emoji. He buys $15,000 of it that night. 6 months later, the dividend gets cut in half. The stock drops another 30%. Dylan stops texting about it. You keep your boring ETF. You keep getting your $4,000. The rule at 6 figures is simple. If the yield looks too good to be true, it is. 14% is not opportunity. 14% is a warning. The patient 4% will outlast every shiny 14 every time. You are 35. $250,000. The number nobody at your job knows you have. It pays you $10,000 a year. $10,000. Your car payment, your insurance, your gas for an entire year. Every mile you drive is covered by money you did not earn. You realize this on a Tuesday in March, filling up at a gas station off the interstate. The man at the pump next to you is in a black Escalade. He is screaming at his phone, veins in his neck. His truck is brand new, his face is not. He cannot afford that truck. You can see it on his face. You drive a 2019 Toyota you paid off 3 years ago. The Bluetooth still works. The seats are still fine. Your car owes you nothing. His car owes him $900 a month for the next 5 years. That night you check your dividend account. The number is bigger than last month. It is always bigger than last month. You think about something your mother told you when you were 16. She said the richest people she ever knew drove the cheapest cars. You did not understand it then. You understand it now. At $250,000 the math stops being theoretical. It starts paying for things you can touch, things you can drive, things that get you to work. Most people at 35 have a car payment. You have a car that pays you. You park in your driveway that night. You sit in the driver's seat for a full minute before going inside. You are not in a hurry anymore. You have not been in a hurry for a long time. You are 38. $500,000. The number that changes how you sleep. It pays you $20,000 a year. $20,000. Rent in most of America. Or a paid-off mortgage in the rest. Groceries, gas, power, internet. The basic shape of a life. This is the famous 4% rule, the number financial planners have used for 30 years. The floor. At $500,000 invested, you could quit your job tomorrow and not starve. You would not be rich. You would not travel. But you would not starve. You realize this on a Friday at 4:47 in the afternoon. Your boss walks into your office. He is sweating. He needs you to stay late. Big client. Emergency. You used to say yes immediately. This time you wait 3 seconds. You feel something new. You feel optional. You say yes anyway. But the yes is different now. The yes is a choice, not a reflex. You walk to your car at 9 p.m. The parking lot is empty. You sit in the driver's seat for a minute before turning the key. You think about the version of you at 26. The one who opened the brokerage app for the first time. The one who got laughed at by Kyle for making $400 a year. Kyle still works here. He has a leased SUV, a second mortgage, and a wife who asks where the money keeps going. You drive home. You eat leftovers. You go to bed at 11. $500,000 does not make you free, but it gives you something most people never have. It gives you the word no. And no is the most expensive word in the English language. You are 41. $1 million. You do not feel different. Your apartment looks the same. Your car looks the same. Your face in the mirror looks the same. But the number is real. It pays you $40,000 a year. 40,000, a full American salary replaced forever. You sit at your kitchen table on a Tuesday night and you do something for the first time in 15 years. You open a tax calculator. You type in 40,000. Qualified dividends. Single filer. Tax year 2026. You hit enter. The screen shows one number. 0. You look it up. It is real. Under 50,000 in qualified dividends, a single filer owes the IRS nothing. Your friends with jobs lose 30% of every paycheck before it hits their account. You will keep every dollar. You sit back in the chair. You do not smile. You do not celebrate. You just sit. The next morning at work, your boss talks about quarterly goals. You nod. You take notes. You participate. Nobody knows. The woman at the desk next to you named Lisa makes the same salary. She has no investments. She will retire $800,000 behind you. She does not know it yet. You walk to lunch alone. You sit on a bench in the sun. You eat a sandwich from home. $1 million does not buy a yacht. $1 million buys silence. The kind of silence where you sit in a chair on a Tuesday night and realize you do not need anyone's permission anymore. Not your boss, not the government, not your past. You are 44, $1.5 million. It pays you $60,000 a year. $60,000. What the average American retiree actually spends replaced forever, without selling a single share. You do not touch the principal. The principal keeps growing. The dividend keeps paying. You read a headline that morning over coffee. Northwestern Mutual 2026 planning study. Americans now say they need $1.46 million to retire comfortably. You read the number twice. You already have more. You sit at the kitchen window with your coffee. The street outside is busy. People driving to jobs. People in traffic. People late for things. You used to be one of them. You think about the version of you at 26. The kid with $10,000 who clicked the reinvest button for the first time. The kid Kyle laughed at over a $400 dividend. That dividend grew. That kid grew up. The system did what the system does. You walk to your desk. You open your laptop. You write one email. You tell your boss you are done. You hit send. You do not feel anxious. You do not feel scared. You do not feel anything dramatic. You feel the way you felt on that first Tuesday morning 18 years ago, when $41 hit your account while you were sleeping. Calm, quiet, sure. The number Americans say they need to retire, you hit it. And it took you exactly one decision made 18 years ago, and never broken. The decision to be patient. When everyone else was buying things, they worked for money. You taught money to work for you. Now you own your mornings forever.